These are all the
This
laws
is a
and orders and how to
wonderful
do all
Bible
these
study I've
things
been
and how to
listening
make them
to.
holy and set apart.
And the stalker started going in
now
there
this
and
part
putting
is
comments of the people stalking me, but I still want to listen to her and listen to the
blessings for
Bible reading.
obedience. Okay.
But that farm life lady
this
that
is
said she
Leviticus
stole my
chapter
dog follows me
26.
to every live I go in and
Hang
starts
with me,
saying
guys, and keep
Corey's
talking with
name
each
and
other in the
doing weird
chat. Keep in
stuff.
those
So
stickers unless you were following
I'm
along
just
in your
going to
Bible.
watch her without watching
Do
the
not
chat.
make idols or set up carved images or sacred pillars or sculptured stones in your land so that you may worship them. I am the Lord your God. You must keep my Sabbath day of rest and show reverence for my sanctuary. I am the Lord. If you follow my decrees and are careful to obey my commands, I will send you the seasonal rains. The land will then yield its crops, and the trees of the field will produce their fruit. Your threshing season will overlap with the grape harvest, and your grape harvest will overlap with the season of planting grain. You will eat your fill and live securely in your own land.
But I'm glad, like I said,
I will give you peace in the land, and you will be able to sleep with no cause for fear.
the enemy
I will rid the
to
land of
turn
wild
people to
animals
listen
and
to
keep your
him. That's
enemies out of your
amazing.
land. In fact, you will chase down your enemies and slaughter them with your swords. 5 of you will chase 100, and 100 of you will chase 10,000. All your enemies will fall beneath your sword. I will look favorably upon you, making you fertile and multiplying your people. And I will fulfill my covenant with you. You will have such a surplus of crops that you will need to clear out the old grain to make room for the new harvest. I will live among you, and I will not despise you. I will walk among you. I will be your God, and you will be my people. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt so that you can no longer be slaves. Excuse me. I broke the yoke of slavery from your neck so that you can walk with your head held high. However, if you do not listen to me or obey all these commands, and if you break my covenant by rejecting my decrees, treating my regulations with contempt, and refusing to obey my commands, I will punish you. I will bring sudden terrors upon you, wasting diseases and burning fevers that will cause your eyes to fail and your life to ebb away. You will plant your crops in vain because your enemies will eat them. I will turn against you, and you will be defeated by your enemies. Those who hate you will rule over you, and you will run even when no one is chasing you. And if in spite of all this you still disobey me, I will punish you 7 times over for your sins. I will break your proud spirit by making the skies as unyielding as iron and the earth as hard as bronze.
Welcome in, everybody.
All your work will be for
I'm
nothing, for
listening
your
to my
land will
morning Bible
yield no
study.
crops, and your trees will bear no fruit.
I'm doing
If
my
even
diamond
then
art.
you remain hostile toward me and refuse to obey me, I will inflict disaster on you 7 times over for your sins. I will send wild animals that will rob you of your children and destroy your
I was
livestock.
going in there and like
Your
sitting every
numbers will
morning
dwindle,
because I'm a
and your
friend of
roads will
hers and a
be
super
deserted.
fan, but
And if you fail to learn
the
the
people
lessons and
who I
continue your
shared it
hostility
out to
toward
some
me,
of the
then
people
I
from the hate
myself
group
will
were
be
coming in
hostile
there and
toward
trying
you.
to say things in the comments
I
to
will
trigger
personally
me,
strike
so
you
I
with
just thought
calamity
I'd watch
7
it
times over for your
from
sins.
the
I will send
outside
armies
because they
against you
keep
and carry
making
out the
threats.
curses of the
That
covenant
two of
you have
those people
broken.
from the group
When you run
threatened to
to your
actually
towns for
pull
safety,
up
I
on
will
me
send a plague to
yesterday
destroy
and
you,
beat my
and you will be handed
ASS.
over to your
That
enemies.
Corey and
I will
Inferno that
destroy
both came to court to get attention
I will
for
destroy
their
your food
group.
supply so that 10
So
women
I'm
will
just
need only
being
1
protective
oven
of
to bake bread
myself
for their
because I know
families.
they will come in person and stalk me and hurt me, and they both
They will
made threats
ration your
yesterday
food
to
by
get
weight,
more
and though
views, and
you have food
I'm
to
just
eat, you will not be
protecting myself
satisfied.
best I can. They think it's
If in
okay to
spite of
threaten
all
me all the
this you still
time because
refuse
the
to listen
cops
and
have
still
helped
remain
them.
hostile toward me, then I will give full vent to my hostility. I myself will punish you 7 times over for your sins. Then you will eat the flesh of your own sons and daughters. I will destroy your pagan shrines and knock down your places of worship. I will leave your lifeless corpses piled on top of your lifeless idols, and I will despise you. Ooh, that's intense. Welcome in. Guys, he really wants them to be faithful to him. I will make your cities desolate and destroy your places of pagan worship. I will take no pleasure in your offerings. That should be a pleasing aroma to me. But I myself will devastate your land, and your enemies who come to occupy it will be appalled at what they see. I will scatter you among the nations and bring out my sword against you. Your land will become desolate, and your cities will lie in ruins. Then at last the land will enjoy its neglected Sabbath years as it lies desolate while you are in exile in the land of your enemies. Then the land will finally rest and enjoy the Sabbath in peace. As long as the land lies in ruins, it will enjoy the rest.
It's
You
happening
never
here on
allowed it
TikTok too.
to take every 7th year while you lived in it. As for those who survive, I will demoralize you in the land of your enemies. You will live in such fear that the sound of the leaf driven by the wind will send you fleeing. You will run as though fleeing from a sword. You will fall even when no one pursues you. Though no one is chasing you, you will stumble over each other as though fleeing from a sword. You will have no power to stand up against your enemies. You will die among the foreign nations and be devoured at the land of your enemies. Those of you who survive will waste away in your enemies' lands because of their sins and the sins of their ancestors. Intense, right? The verse 40, but at last my people will confess their sins and the sins of their ancestors for betraying me and being hostile toward me. When I have turned their hostility back on them and brought them to the land of their enemies, then at last their stubborn hearts will be humbled and they will pay for their sins. Then I will remember my covenant. Then I will remember my covenant with Jacob and my covenant with Isaac and my covenant with Abraham, and I will remember the land. For the land must be abandoned to enjoy its years of Sabbath rest as it lies deserted. At last the people will pay for their sins.
Well, I just wanted to listen to most of it because I've been listening every morning, and unfortunately the people stalking me found because I share it out, and I want them to hear it and stuff. But the lady who always goes around saying she stole my dog was saying names of people stalking me, trying to trigger me. And I'm just got insurance, and I'm working to get my physical and mental health back on track. So I'm not going to let them push me out and not listen, but I'm not going to go in there and let them make it about them, because this is about God and me wanting to learn the Bible and really just learn a lot of things and try to change my heart and heal. And so I'm not going to take part in their shenanigans. And 2 people from the group that she was sitting with yesterday literally were threatening to make physical harm to my body and come and find me, doxing my address, that Inferno lady that I've never met. She just stuck up Corey and Mama Tot's ass, so she thinks she knows me, was saying she was going to beat my ASS yesterday and then was with him last night, and they were doxing the city I was in and saying they were going to pull up on me with a yoo-hoo or something just for views, But it's threats, and I'm taking it to the police today. I'm dead serious. I'm not going to let this group continue profiting off of me, contacting my teenage children, doing sick shit. So I'm just going to stay calm and take what I have to police that have not been involved with working with them. I'm going to try trusting another police office and give them all the information that I have.
The following instructions
and just make sure that they can't keep doing this. What happened? Why is it going up?
30 shekels of silver. A boy between the ages of 5 and 20 is valued of silver. A boy between the ages of 1 month and 5 years. Excuse me. A boy between the ages of 1 month and 5 years is valued at 5 shekels of silver, and a girl is valued between 3 shekels of silver. A man older than 60 is valued at 15 shekels of silver.
I love how God works and how He has used my enemies to bless His people, and He has used His word to draw them in. And so I love that the people that are stalking me are in there listening to the Bible. It's what God told me in the desert would happen if I was faithful to Him, if I would go and show my story of what happened as a late diagnosed autistic woman, trusting a fake domestic violence charity, that He would help me find ways to end homelessness and bring people to Him and help other autistic people be accepted. And so I trusted Him, and He is doing everything He promised, and He has protected me through really
an unclean animal, one that is not acceptable as an offering to the Lord, then you must bring the animal to the priest. He will assess its value, and his assessment will be final, whether high or low. If you want to buy back the animal, you must pay the value set by the priest plus 20%. If someone dedicates a house to the Lord, the priest will come to assess its value. The priest's assessment will be final, whether high or low.
Why would I hire somebody that owns dog food? Send me a message because I don't understand what that means. I have
If you want to buy
autism,
back
but
the
I
animal, you
don't
must pay the
get
value set by
that.
the
Like, is
priest
that
plus
a
20%. If someone
does it
dedicates a house
stand
to
for
the Lord,
something? I don't understand. I just
oh
woke
wait, I already
up.
did that.
See?
Sorry, I'm mixed over that. Verse 15. If the person who dedicated the house wants to buy it back, he must pay the value set by the priest plus 20%. Then the house will be his. If someone dedicates to the Lord a piece of his family's property, its value will be assessed according to the amount of seed required to plant it. 50 shekels of silver for a field planted with 5 bushels of barley seed. If the field is dedicated to the Lord in the year of Jubilee, then the entire assessment will apply. And if the field is dedicated after the year of Jubilee, the priest will assess the land value in proportion to the number of years left until the next year of Jubilee. Assessed value is reduced each year. If the person who dedicated the field wants to buy it back, he must pay the value set by the priest plus 20%. Then the field will again be legally his. But if he does not want to buy it back and it is sold to someone else, the field can no longer be bought back. When the field is released in the year of Jubilee, it will be holy, a field specially set apart for the Lord. It will become the property of the priest. If someone dedicates to the Lord a field he has purchased, but which is no part of his family property, the priest
Good
will assess
morning,
its
everybody.
value
I'm
based on the
listening to
number
my
of years
Bible
left
study.
until the next years of Jubilee.
I
On
work
that
on
day,
some
he
diamond
must
art,
give the
and then we'll
assessed
do
value
some
of the land
positive
as a sacred donation to the
affirmations.
Lord. In the year of Jubilee, the field must be returned to the person from whom he purchased it, the one who inherited it as a
This
family
lady's
property.
really wonderful,
All
and
the
she'll help
payments
you read
must
through the
be measured
Bible
by the weight of the sanctuary
if you
shekel,
have trouble
which
like
equals 20
sitting and
gerahs.
concentrating.
Excuse me. You may not dedicate a firstborn animal to the Lord, for the firstborn of your cattle, sheep, and goats already belongs to him. However, you may buy back the firstborn of a ceremonially unclean animal by paying the priest's assessment of its worth plus 20%. If you do not buy it back, the priest will sell it at an assessed value. However, anything specially set apart for the Lord, whether a person, an animal, or a family property, must never be sold or bought back. Anything devoted in this way has been set apart as holy, and it belongs to the Lord. No person specially set apart for destruction may be bought back. Such a person must be put to death. 1/10 of the produce of the land, whether grain from the fields or fruits from the trees, belongs to the Lord and will be set apart to him as holy. If you want to buy back the Lord's tenth of the grain or fruit, you must pay its value plus 20%. Cut off every 10th animal from your herds and flocks and set them apart for the Lord as holy. You may not pick and choose between good and bad animals, and you may not substitute one for another. But if you do exchange one animal for another, then both the original animal and its substitute will be considered holy and cannot be bought back. These are the commands that the Lord gave through Moses on Mount Sinai for the Israelites. Lord, I pray that you will bless the reading of this word, soften our heart to it. I know these passages can be difficult and hard to understand, the old laws and the old covenants. I pray that it will point us to something about your character, truth that we can apply to our lives, and ultimately that it'll help us love others and love you more. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, guys. Awesome. We have everybody hanging with us today. Thank you so much for keeping those chats going and keeping everything flowing. We are going to pull up now Tara-Leigh Cobble's commentary on these passages, okay? So, but now I'll be looking up. So if you have any specific other prayer requests or other things, I can.
Okay, I'm going to do my positive affirmations now. Thank you. I love this sweater too. No, I had asked that lady to send me some suggestions because she's not too far from me, and I'm interested in finding a church near me to start attending online until I feel comfortable to go there. I'm about to start like some treatment for my CPTSD because with them still stalking and threatening and having all Mama Tot's little cronies, like 2 of them yesterday threatened to beat, 3 of them threatened to beat me up. And one of them threatened to pull up on me with one of the ladies that beat me up just for views. And it's just getting out of control. And it's like I'm safe. They're not going to get in here. And if they do, they ain't going to leave. And that's the thing. It's like they want to make threats and stuff when they wouldn't do anything. But God's wanting me to keep my mind focused and clear. And they're just trying to keep me from being able to testify in court and get them held accountable for what really happened that day. Didn't do anything. But God's wanting me to keep my mind focused and clear, and they're just trying to keep me from being able to testify in court and get them held accountable for what really happened that day, which was they were trying I want to show the judge everything that happened. And so I want to keep my mind sound. Yeah, I know. They were literally going to give me away. I have videos of them giving out the address I was at, saying I wasn't with her. And then her whole defense is that I was with her. So, I mean, we've got everything we need. And so I want to go through this. I want to show that I'm not guilty, and they want to pressure me and follow me to every live and take all my friends and contact my roommate and give money to my children and do weird, creepy shit in the cult to try to keep power. And I believe in God, and I believe He can break every stronghold. I believe He can take everything that they're trying to do and turn it back and hold them accountable. So I'm going to hold it out till the very end and see if I'm right. And so they're really getting mad and making threats and doing all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, he was saying, we're going to get dox my city again, and said we're going to pull up on Hippie and just for views on TikTok. And it's my real life. And so it's really triggering my CPTSD. I'm a late diagnosed autistic woman. Yeah, they're in my teenage kids stuff, even when they were underage, because they think it's okay because they have so many in the group and they get away with it. And they've stalked me, and they have people promise me campers and lure me in, and they've lied about my autism for views and fun. And it's not fun for me. But I know God can heal me, and I'm trying hard. And so I've got insurance, and I have a doctor's appointment Tuesday, and I'm starting counseling and psychiatry again. And if I need to go somewhere to get further help for my CPTSD, I will. And I want to be as healthy as possible. I'd like to go back and finish my master's degree in mental health counseling and help others. And so I'm trying to just stay focused and positive and trust that God has it all and stay strong and not let them bully me out of not going to court. And so that's what they're trying to do, making all these threats, threatening to pull up on me, contacting my roommate because it messes with my mind, and they know that. But I'm staying in the Bible, and I'm staying in God's word, I'm staying in prayer, and I'm staying and trying to heal no matter what they do. So I have full faith it's all gonna be all right. God on my side, you can't prey on me. The devil tries, but he can't aim on me. I'm too covered. Oh. Yeah, I have the whole time. That's the thing. When I told my testimony out of the desert, I was in a really great place mentally, and I was willing to do everything it took. And this hate group took over because they were working with my ex-husband's wife and people I cut off for abuse 25 years ago, just like I prophesied and told everybody was probably happening. And there is proof of that now. And they got together in a group and they slandered my name. They lied and said I didn't go to college. They lied and said I wasn't autistic. They lied about my name, my date of birth, everything about me. None of them had seen me in 25 years. They just created a reality they wanted y'all to think about me so you would lock me up as crazy. But at that point, I had no reason to be locked up. Like, they were using me for money and views. And I was actually doing really good. So there was no reason to get help at that point. But they were just trying to show y'all I was crazy. Yeah, they used my name. They used my kids. They used making fun of me. They used trying to take away my autism. Corey did the same thing Mama Twat and Slot did. The week his mother passed away, he was making clips of me saying, I have never said I was autistic for money, and cut it off where it says I've never said I'm autistic, just to get views on his page. And I'm tired of it. I have asked them to stop over and over, And now I'm taking legal action because I'm done. I had him last night threatening to pull up on me, and the lady he was with threatening to beat my ass for views for him and Mama Tot, and lying about having me served at court for Mama Tot, when none of this has anything to do with her. This was about Dixie assaulting me and Mama Tot and Keen trying to make it look like I assaulted Dixie and having me fraudulently arrested. None of that should have happened. But this hate group has so many numbers, they think they're bigger than God. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to talk about it the rest of the day. I'm going to get on my positive affirmations and stay in prayer. If I find a church service to go to later, I will. If not, we'll do Chosen Family Church. And I'm not going to let them stop me. I'll still listen to my Bible studies. I just won't go in the chat if they're going to go in and try to trigger me until I can get into counseling.
Guided affirmations by
I know, that's the thing.
Today, let's embark
But
on a journey of
that's okay, because it's nothing about me on this end. It's all God, and that's the reason the spotlight's been on all this, because he wanted to expose what Mama Tot and Slot were doing here on TikTok, and that they were the real scammers, so he allowed them to smear my name so I could help bring the truth. And so that's okay. That's okay, because I know in my heart, on every stack of Bibles there is, I'm not a scammer, that I was completely honest about my situation, and that I reached out for help, really wanting it, and I'm getting it myself with the help of God, in spite of them stealing everything I own twice, and abusing me, and using my images for money, and exploiting me, and, you know, I'm still wanting to get help and be a good mother and person and advocate for my stolen dog and hold these idiots accountable. So they ain't changed a thing. They've actually made me stronger.
Know that you are deserving of all the love, joy, and success
God's got
that the
this.
universe
He
has
knew
to
what he was
offer.
doing the whole time, and he still does.
Let's begin. I have the power to change.
Uh-oh. Hang on. That's a good one, but we pressed the wrong button.
My life. I have the power to change my life.
I have the power to change my life.
I am
have the
worthy
power
of
to
love,
change my life.
success, and happiness. I
I
am
am
worthy
worthy.
of love, success, and happiness.
I am worthy of love, success, and happiness. It takes my brain a
I am
second to get used
grateful
to the
to
double.
live an abundant
That she says
life.
it twice and I say it
I am
once.
grateful to live an abundant life.
I am grateful to live an abundant life.
I attract positivity and opportunities effortlessly.
I attract positivity and opportunities effortlessly.
Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better. Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better. I release all limiting beliefs that no longer serve me. I release all limiting beliefs that no longer serve me. I am aligned
That's
with
the
my
thing,
higher
though,
self
is like,
and purpose.
it's really not. And I don't mean that cocky. I just mean like the things that I went through, yeah, that was tough. But like now, it's not hard to see that like God's working and he's using me to get my enemies to him. Like I love that for us, you know. And so I can sit back patient and let them stalk. But like I could, with the whole Vivian situation, that one hurt because it's so tied to my purpose, and seeing them dress up like me and spread rumors and make fun of me for stimming, that hurt, because it's like they're trying to infringe on my purpose. But then when I see God lead them in, like, to stalk me in Bible studies, it shows me what he's doing, you know, like that he's leading them to him. And I just don't want to be them, you know. So when they're threatening to beat my ass and pull up on me, I'm going to sit here and do Diamond Hour and let them be in the Bible study and listen to it still and pray for them, because that's what I came here to do. And I went through all this hard stuff to lead my enemies to Christ. So I've done that. and they're listening to the word, and they're singing praise music regardless of the circumstances, you know. So I mean, instead of running around stalking me, they're taking time to actually look at what God is, and that's the whole point of this. So it's not hard to want to like accept it and continue to heal and show them who I really am, and not who Mama taught made me out to be for profit. Like, I am a year away from my master's. I do have a Bachelor of Arts. I am a beautiful soul that has autism. And they wanted to strip me and take everything away so they could make me dehumanized and traffic me and hurt me and send me from house to house with false promises. And God has shown that He will protect everyone, you know? An old autistic lady that the whole internet hates, He will guide me through and not let me be trafficked, and show me how to protect myself and fight my way out and keep going. Even if they kept getting me back in situations, I escaped every time with the love of God. And so I am going to continue doing that, and everything they're doing now to infiltrate my home, it's not working because He's already put a firm, tight grip. Mama Todd is messaging my fucking roommates on the Insta and contacting my children even now. Like, and there's no reason she should be doing that. Right after I said I talked to my daughter, and she said that the TMH lady working with Mama Tot had never met her and had stolen my dog, then all of a sudden she's talking to my daughter. It's all creepy and kooky, and I don't understand it. And it needs to stop. But I trust God through the whole process. And like, I'll put out what's out there, because she is not going to get a hold of my children like she did me, pretending to be a good person and then try to traffic them from home to home. And I will do anything it takes to make sure that doesn't happen. And having her best friend dress like me and threaten me and contacting my teenage kids, I'm going to put a stop to it. I'm going to the police today and showing them the videos of Inferno and Corey threatening my life, and going to court and lying and saying my lawyer quit and was helping them and stuff to intimidate me out of pleading not guilty, because that stuff is illegal. It's illegal. It's not okay. It's badgering a witness and tampering and trying to keep me from getting justice when they were the ones that did illegal things. And it needs to stop. All right, let's get back to positive affirmations. They do. And they know the truth. And they know I'd never introduced them to that TMH lady. And they've never met her. And that she contacted them and said she stole my dog. And so, yeah, Mama Tot gets involved and still tries to sway the fucking narrative. And it's too late for her. She's caught red-handed. She was in a hate group against me before she ever sought me out. And then pretends to have me served by a lawyer, and none of that was real. Like, they did that for views. Y'all don't understand how sick these people are. I was not served with anything.
I'm aligned with my higher self.
But she had hundreds of thousands of her viewers lying and saying I was, to try to keep me from talking about the truth of them attempting to traffic me. And I'm going to talk about it and save other lives the rest of my life.
And evolving.
And I don't want anything from it. I never need a gift. I've given back everything for 18 months.
I am resilient. I am resilient.
I don't even know what a Skittles is. That's the thing. There's so many of them that follow me around.
Challenge.
I don't know.
I can overcome
I'm just doing Diamond Art.
I have everything I need within me.
I have everything I need
within me.
They've had Skittles, they've had Pop-Tarts, they've had all kinds of stuff. Pretend to be my mod or my friend so they could get info and go back to the hate group. But we're not going to focus on that. We're focusing on positivity.
I am surrounded by supportive and loving people.
I am surrounded by supporting and loving people. Supportive. I guess it's the same. Supporting, supportive.
I trust my intuition and am aligned with my highest self. I trust my intuition and am aligned with my highest self. I release all my fears and lead with love. I release all my fears and lead with love.
God on
I
my
choose to
side, you
forgive
can't
because
aim
forgiveness
on
sets
me.
me free. I choose to forgive because forgiveness sets me.
Nobody in here is really bothering me. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, I'm not even bothered. Like, they're running around making threats, saying they're going to pull up on me last night. But it doesn't bother me because I've got full security. And then they're lying, like Dixie was lying for views, saying I rolled her house. I got security all over. I got cameras showing I was in the house. I know, streaming me live. But that's the thing. I'm praising God. I'm choosing healing. I'm doing diamond art, which is they tried to get me to quit doing. And so I'm showing that they haven't stopped God at all. I'm doing amazing. I'm choosing to heal. And they can sit and make fun of me for views if it helps them. But I don't have to do that. I can trust God and make my own way. And I love that about myself. And I think that's one reason they've been obsessed with me. Because they're all stuck in their little bubbles, wishing they could have the guts that I do to chase life and trust God. And they don't. And so they just hate me instead. But they can get that for themselves. They can find a relationship with God. They can heal their own demons and they can grow. And I've done that. And I'm still doing that. So I like to just focus on that healing and not my enemies. They're not even my enemies. They make me an enemy to have clout and money. And I don't even want to be their enemy. I don't even know them. And I don't want to be friends with people who are threatening others. So I
am confident in my self-worth. I am confident in my self-worth.
And they think it's okay because they have so many in the group. And
I
it's
am
not.
deserving of love and healthy relationships.
It's
I am
bullying.
deserving of love and healthy relationships.
I'm deserving of love and healthy relationships. And I'm going to the police station today with all the information of them stalking me and making threats.
I honor myself by setting healthy boundaries.
I honor myself by setting healthy boundaries, and I'm going to report the Jackson, Georgia Police Department to another police department and have them look into what happened since they refused to give me back my stolen stuff.
Attract love in return.
And they're just covering for the gang stalkers. They wouldn't even take my report, so I'm going to have their whole police station looked into.
I prioritize my
and the Marshville, North Carolina police station where they let Purple Pickets steal all my stuff. We're gonna look into both of those situations. And I have proof of everything.
I prioritize my inner peace.
I prioritize my inner peace. And they just thought I'd never have the guts to stand up because they thought I was who Mama Tot lied and made me out to be. But I'm not. I'm who God made me to be. And so I will last till the end. And God will come out successful. Good morning, Julius. I'm working on diamond art. We just listened to a Bible reading. And then I'm listening to some positive affirmations. I had 2 people from that stalker group threaten to beat me up and come find me yesterday. But God's got this. It's a whole group of them. They just smeared my name because they were doing very illegal things and they tried to pin their crimes on me and it didn't work.
The better it gets.
It didn't work. And God's about to show y'all. And I'm working on healing and He's working on revealing.
All of life's blessings.
I am grateful for all of life's blessings. And I'm taking those threats to the police department today because God's kids are forgiving and kind, but they aren't pushovers, alright? So y'all want to threaten me? Corey and Inferno, Mama Tot's little minions, I don't even know these people. They want to make threats to come pull up on me and beat me up. Alright, well I'm going to take it to the police today. And I'm taking all the screenshots of him in my teenagers' inboxes. A 50-year-old man that likes men is in my son's inbox and like on his picture saying he wants to be in the city he's in. It's God, take the wheel. Because if I don't, I'm going to jail.
And my unlimited potential. I believe in myself and my unlimited potential.
I believe in myself and my unlimited potential. Oh, my head's way up, baby.
Of achieving my dreams.
I believe I am capable
of achieving my dreams.
How are you doing?
I am boldly creating a life I love.
I am boldly creating a life I love.
I have the power to change my life.
I have the power
to change my life.
Welcome in, everybody. Y'all can tap the screen if you want to. I never need any gifts in here.
I am worthy of love, success, and happiness. I am worthy of love.
I'm going to try to find an online church service, then I'm going to go to my local police department and just give them all the information about Corey and Inferno making threats. Well, they didn't just make threats to stalk me. They did stalk me at court and spread lies on the internet for views, and I sent all that to my lawyer already. But since they both made actual bodily threats on me yesterday, I will be able to get the restraining order, because that's what my lawyer had said. With them just threatening to like come to court, I couldn't do anything. But since Corey actually said he was going to bring me a yoo-hoo right after his friend he was with said she was going to beat my ASS, and and I put it on my page, but two of the other ladies were saying, yeah, they were going to hurt me too. And then they've already had a lady assault me and try to blame it on me, and the hate group has backed them up. So I think the police will take it seriously. And I'm going to get a restraining order on them, because I'm not going to let them threaten me and come to court and try to keep me from showing that I'm not guilty, just so Mama Tot doesn't get exposed for being involved with SLOT and Dixie and Purple Picket. It's not my problem. They shouldn't have done it if they don't want to get caught. That's all I have to say. And this whole just happening to find me and help me and then hearing about me and turning on me. What? That is not a defense. And it's not true. And I have proof otherwise. God on my side. Oh, I have every single bit, and everything I thought that I had lost from my other phones, I had backed up on my my email. So the other day I'd gotten a notification saying it was all full, and I have all the phone calls from Anna saying Mama Tot and SLOT had her pretend to pick me up, and she was going to traffic me too, and that they literally threatened her and told her if she didn't do what they told her, they would hurt her whole family, and that they had her fake cancer and they were taking the donations. And that's how SLOT actually got caught, because I put that phone call up online over a year ago now. I've been patient. I've taken my info and just put it out bit by bit, because a lot of times when I put out my proof, they just get my accounts taken down. But I got smarter about it. I just put out proof little bits at a time, and I have plenty more. God on my side, you can't aim on me. The devil tried. I love this stuff. It's Beef Tallow by Lopeie, Lopeie. They had sent it for me to promote on my other account, and then on my birthday, the same people making threats against me to make money off me hosted a birthday party, getting gifts for my birthday when I didn't want gifts or ask for anything. The only thing I wanted was the autistic Barbie that Julius bought for me, and I had some other people offer, like Lauren had offered to get it for me, but I didn't need it. Baby, I have proof. I mean, it's not that I believe what I'm saying. I 100% know it's the truth, and I have it on film. Every bit of it, from like them refusing to run my license at the arrest. I have it all on film. Every second. I have when Dixie assaulted me on film. I have it all recorded because God told me to. Because he knew what was about to happen to me. So he warned me. And I told y'all that 3 years ago, that he said, record this, because what you're about to go through, I want to be able to use for my justice. And he knew I was going to go through some things. And so I have proof. So I'm not, that's the thing. Y'all can't talk me into fear or scare me out of pleading not guilty, because I know I'm not guilty. And I have it all. I have all the proof, and I have all the proof for like whatever they try to make up or their lies. I have videos of them literally lying about it. So, I mean, I'm not worried one bit. Not at all. Like, I have zero fear and 100% hope, because no matter what happens, the truth will be revealed, because they're going to have to show what they did to try to prove me guilty for their crimes. It's going to be a doozy. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm going to have my popcorn, baby, because I'm innocent. I'm the one that was assaulted. I'm the one that didn't hit her when she hit me. I got my phone back to save my life because they were attempting to traffic me, and I'm very proud of myself. That's it. And I'm not even testifying. They have to prove that I'm the one that assaulted her, so I have zero to worry about. So all I'm doing is like getting myself physical and mental health, trusting my God, doing my diamond art and my slinky like I wanted to, and not letting these people control me. And keep healing. That's it. Sorry. It didn't work out the way y'all grouped up and wanted it to. And I told them, I said, y'all are going up against a chosen one who firmly believes in God, and if you try this, it will backfire. And now the leader's going to federal prison. The rest of them are getting caught for stealing naked images and using them for money and posing as a charity and taking my social security number and committing fraud. And I've done nothing but trust the wrong people. So, okay, let's get it. Let's get it.
Success and happiness.
I mean, I have made mistakes in the past. Yeah, that's why I ended up homeless. But I've dealt with that with God. I've healed from that. I've moved on. And I'm living in a good way. And they have painted a picture of me that's not true.
I am grateful to live an abundant life.
I am grateful to live an abundant life.
I attract positivity and opportunities effortlessly.
I attract positivity and opportunities effortlessly.
Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better.
Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better. This is actually a set that has like the orange, but I really like this white with it.
All limiting beliefs that no longer serve me.
I release all limiting beliefs. See, this is the shirt, but it's real tight and like makes me feel I have autism, so like real tight stuff. I'm okay with it maybe for like an hour sometimes, but not when I'm feeling bad.
I am aligned with
and I
my
have all these
higher
abscesses, so I wanted something loose. But the pants don't bother me because they don't have a tag.
I am always growing and evolving.
I am always growing and evolving. But that's the worst thing that they're doing still, is trying to lie about my autism. Like Mama Tot and Corey are both doing it now, and Slot had taken a phone call that I had with Mama Tot and cut it in the middle and put it online, and then Corey just did that last week and put where I had said, I have never said I'm autistic online in order to make money. Everything I do is free tutoring. They cut it off in the middle where I said I have never said I was autistic online, so Corey could get views on his TikTok and then bully me and get people to like isolate me. And it's disgusting. And he took a page out of his scamming Mama Tot and Slot's book and did the same thing they did to me. And that's what's really continuously hurting me and other autistic people, to try to take my autism and bully and abuse me for a disability, because they can get things over on me and promise me a camper and humiliate me and have men pose as my boyfriend and take my naked images and pretend they're advocates and take my social security number and and then lie about my autism to like make me feel like I'm inadequate. It's a pretty bad hate crime, and I really want it to stop, and I've asked over and over, but God's gonna have the final say. And he's at the point where he's not asking nicely anymore, and I see that. So I pray for them, because what's about to happen if they continue bullying me and hurting me because I'm different, they're gonna feel it. And then threatening physical harm on me yesterday, and then threatening to come to where I'm at for views. I mean, I'm sorry, but I ain't playing those games. It's gone too far past hate crime at this point for both Corey and Inferno to both be Mama Tot's little minions and both make bodily threats on me yesterday. I'm going to the police. I'm done. And somebody's going to listen to me, and that's it. I'm getting past my fear that police have worked with them every time, and I'm going with all my proof to a police station and having them look at the other police stations because I'm tired of this and I'm going to stand up for myself. They're not going to push me around for the rest of my life. God on my side, you can't aim on me. The devil tried. Man, that's just really wonderful. It's like, it has a smell, but not much. This one is called Tallow Honey Balm. You know how much I love my honey. Well, you're one of the most wonderful people I've ever met, Julius, and I feel like we have business together. One day I'd love to just like, when I'm doing better financially, I'd love to just like hit the streets and bless a bunch of homeless people. Not film it or anything like that. Just do it, you know. Together, I just feel like we can make a huge impact because there's doors you can get in that I could get in with you and vice versa to help others and really reach a lot of people together, I think. You know. Because I feel like we're both kind of like God's little secrets where you can look on the outside and make your assumption, but the gumption inside is impossible to describe. I have my pants on inside out, I just noticed. That's probably why they're not bothering me. Yes. Yes, and that's what he does with his chosen ones. He hides them in plain sight before he puts them on the scene to exploit what's really going on. And bam, I warned these folks too. I said God chose me to expose y'all, but they lined up to try to expose me first. And how'd that work out? I'm not even going to put my pants on right. We just admit our mistakes around here. Did anybody know? Could anybody tell I have my pants on inside out? Devil tried, but he can't aim on me. Now y'all notice. Yep, my dream's to be on Saturday Night Live. Have you heard my chicken nugget joke? What do men and chicken nuggets have in common? And I don't drink anymore, but this is a funny drink I made back when I did. It says, I mean, sometimes like on New Year's I had a glass of wine, but so this joke is what's the difference between, or what do men and McDonald's chicken nuggets have in common? They might both be full of crap, but at 2 a.m. after a night of drinking, you crave them sons of bitches. But I haven't done it with a boy in like well over a year. Before that, it was like 3 years. And then I don't even really eat chicken nuggets much anymore. God has changed my life in a lot of ways. I do still eat a lot of sugar. And when I don't, I'm cranky. So I'm choosing sugar until I can get myself tested for diabetes and find out what I really need to do. Because I'd rather drink my sugar than be cranky. And if that's pretty much my only vice right now, God's okay with it. See, that's the thing. People can't accuse me of lying because I literally say everything on my brain. Like, I can't help it. So these people trying to make me look dishonest, they're screwed because I don't even know how to be. Like, I just say everything on my mind and I tell everybody everything that happened over and over. And it's like God's defense for me because I just can't be dishonest. I try to say something like, and then I'll be like, just kidding, if it's not really the truth because I'm just wired that way. And then I come up against a group of people that's all they do is lie and tell stories, and so they are able to trick me easy, but I'm not used to that. Like, I say it how it is. I like being by myself. The pits of hell is calling you. Lie. God does approve of lies. God does approve of lies? I think, what? I'm sorry, but I don't really understand what that sentence said, but I don't think it's accurate. But do your research and come back. They're trying. When you irritate demons, they sit in their mom's basement and they try, but it doesn't come out right. Oh, speaking of that, when I found out about Life Touch being in the Epstein files, I knew that's why God let me cut my bangs. Because I used to have the ugliest bangs at like picture time because my mom would never take me to get a haircut because all she cared about was herself. And she screwed my ex-husband and all this stuff now and then tries to make it look like mommy. I don't know. This whole thing's crazy. Anyway, so I would cut my bangs for those school pictures, and I said thank God because they said they use that as like a catalog to go pick out children. So I was glad I had chopped my bangs off and looked like a mop when the Life Touch photos were taken every year. I know. They the same people that, and that's the thing, that's what God was showing me, is that Slight and Mama Tot were a lot like Ghislaine Maxwell. They were luring people in, acting like they were advocates, getting their social security number, and then working with people that were putting their images online and filming them. And I was trying to tell people, no, they're too popular. They wouldn't do that. I have proof. But they have 12 million viewers. But I have phone calls. I have video. But they had 12 million viewers. Okay. But then here, Prince Andrew gets arrested. And I hope they see that they're not as untouchable as they think. Big King, World Champ, Boss Hog, Ginseng, all of them that worked with Slot, took payouts, did fraudulent activity with my information. They all going to be held accountable. Y'all can hide behind y'all's big people group for a while, but the world's coming for the truth. And I ain't going to be hurt by it.
Officer needs assistance. 2 suspects heading northbound on Genesee between the businesses.
I ain't the one that committed the crime. The devil tried. And I warned people. I told people what was going on. No, you're crazy. You're making that up. But now that it's all coming out, they ain't in here jumping their jaws about it now. Where's Big King popping his mouth off about me now? He thought it was funny when he was getting payouts from Slot and Mama Tot, but then now that they're all under investigation, his mouth's tighter than a drum. Interesting.
Can I take Marshmallow to my room?
Oh, it's a bunny. She has a bunny named Marshmallow. Right, I have everything from the beginning to the end, and I have proof that they were working in hate groups on Reddit and Facebook and TikTok and in personal group chats, literally planning to have people lure me in their homes to do disgusting things, and they ain't getting away with it, and they ain't doing it to nobody else. And no, it's not just one person, but that's what makes this so bad and so dangerous, that there's a network of people who are supposed to protect people out there actively hurting them, and they don't even really realize what they're doing. It's the devil. It's just all rampant over this app and in this world, and we have to stop it. We have to choose to be the right thing.
For like 2 hours.
And people think that means you're soft and you're like, oh, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. I'm sorry, but if you come at me and my children, I'm from the hood, though. Okay? So, like, you gonna mess with me, you gonna get it back. I ain't soft. But I trust God. I know He's got it all in control, and I'm gonna do what He wants me to do. But He built me this way so I could reach people all over the place from different walks of life. And I'm different. And I ain't gonna change. But I repent from bad things I've done. I want to be a good person. I live in the spirit and the light. But you threatened to pull up on me? You think I'm just going to sit there and let you pull up on me? No, I'm going to the police station today. I'm turning in Corey and Inferno for coming to court and lying about things going on, for trying to get attention for themselves instead of justice. I'm turning them in for making threats on me yesterday. And I'm gonna show them who a woman of God is. You're not going to keep pushing me around and lying about my autism and threatening to pull up on me and me lay down and take it. No, I'm done. But I will do it where I'm praying for them. And I hope that they have hearts that are changed and that they quit bullying and that they do stop being evil. No, I hope the best for them. But I ain't going to let them push me around and make threats and just let them make views on TikToks for threatening me. Hell no. Whoever that woman is obsessed with me is going to go to jail. One of many.
Locked up in the house forever. That's why parents teach their children to look both ways before they cross the road, because sooner or later they're going to have to cross by themselves.
Oh, wow.
I just think those computers are here.
I'm not good at crossing the road. That's where I feel like my autism is triggered the most. Like everything is so overloading, and like even with headphones, I feel like I'm playing Frogger, and like
Wants to meet me. No.
I just don't
Tomorrow.
understand.
What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna say I'm going to the mall with you. I don't know. You got me into this. Look. He's nervous. Isn't that the most adorable thing in the world? Yes.
Oh no, this is two teenage girls on Touched by an Angel on the internet talking to a guy in a chat room. I don't think this is gonna go well.
Hey Charlie, how's it going?
Don't take intuition for that.
You're gonna make your emails.
But I bet the angels will help them.
Send out like 100 resumes in a second. It can take you half the time to find a job if you do it online.
Like online is how I lost my job.
Yeah, well,
This
maybe
is good.
you might want to give that some thought. You know?
It's growing on me more and more. This is called Cherry Float Coca-Cola. And I don't like Diet Coke. I don't like really any flavored Coke or Dr. Pepper, except for Blackberry Dr. Pepper now. But I never had liked it before they came out with Blackberry. Hey, good morning, Joseph. How are you doing? It's good to see you.
I'm there. We're there.
I'm watching Touched by an Angel.
Are you sure that I'm the one?
God on my side, you can't aim on me. The devil tried,
Oh, she's got your smile.
but he can't prey on me.
Actually, we invest with Schwab now.
I'm too covered.
All of my money.
I can set up her college fund.
I've been learning about trading strategies. Schwab helps me generate retirement.
I don't know how God's gonna do it, and I don't know when
So, I'm gonna give you
when He's gonna fix it. I only know God's gonna make a way for me. Yes, He is. He's gonna do it. Victory. Say it now.
Things don't feel as close with us as they used to.
Seems like All I could see was the struggle, haunted by ghosts that live in my past, bound up in shackles of all my failures, wondering how long is this gonna last. But then I hear you whisper, child, lift up your head. And I remember, oh God, you're not done with me yet. I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains, wipe away every stain. I'm not who I used to be. I am redeemed. You're an overcomer. Stay in the fight till the final round. You're not going under. God is holding you somehow. I sang that song a lot when they had me arrested under the wrong last name and date of birth in jail, because that was her last name, the lady that passed away, Andisa. And so I thought about that, and I sang praise music in that jail with those ladies, and we rocked that jail. Like, I remember at night, 2 or 3 nights, me and this girl, I won't give out her name just because of privacy, but I called her Dr. Pepper because she really loved Dr. Pepper. And she was amazing. She was really a cool person. I was grateful to have met her. And we would sing praise music, and nobody was hateful or ugly to us. Like, they joined in, and we were like shaking the walls of that jail, and the guys next to us started kind of like humming. And it was awesome. Like, I was supposed to be so miserable and scared in there, and God was with me. He really was. Like, they taught me a lot of stuff and information, and they accepted me, and I taught them how to play Texas Hold'em. Oh, I'm suing both of the police departments that helped Mama Tot and Slot have me illegally taken out and have the people they were working with steal my things that I haven't seen in 25 years. You bet your bippy, as soon as I'm found not guilty, I'm going to take action against the fraudulent arrest, against the people lying about my autism, against everything. Yeah, you bet your bippy. They did extremely illegal stuff. They refused to run my license. They arrested me under the wrong name and date of birth for a hate group that printed my picture out on TikTok. You bet your bippy. I'm taking action. They won't even take reports about my stolen dog that has been stolen over a year because they were working with the hate group and they know that it was illegal. So they wouldn't even help me get my things back. And yeah, they admittedly, and then the lady that I made the police report to, the Marshville Police Department, and that's on like dash cam, and she would paint him online to torture me, just like Epstein's people would do with their victims. They would paint like what happened or whatever to like humiliate them, and that's what Purple Picket would do online. She would paint my stolen doll, and then she sold him. He was made by a homeless friend in Slab City that was an artist, and she would steal his work and paint him just to humiliate me and hurt me and scare me. And they stole all my things then and gave them to that TMH lady that Mama Tot told everybody grew up with me and was my sister. And I met her one time as a teenager. From what I was told she was my half-brother's half-sister. Never saw her again after that. Don't know anything about her at all. But Mama Tot tells everybody that she grew up with me and she knows me and that I'm not autistic, and everybody just believed her and let her steal my shit. It's crazy. Yes, I have all of it saved. I adore you from the bottom of my heart. Your video, it's like I don't mean to be creepy, but it's like we're like one person in two bodies. Like I don't mean it weird, but like I admire you so much and I see myself in you, and that makes me like myself better. That's it. But you're a strong person. And everything you post, I'm just like, repost. You are too. You and Julius both, like, my spirit team has found me my family, my friends, my chosen family along the way, and shown me, you know, where I am and who is on the same path and who sees the same things. And what's so cool is I was telling Julius kind of the same thing in a different way, like how I feel like he has so much that if we went in a room together, we could reach so many people because he's got like a different dynamic. And then with you, I feel like we have so much similarities. And when groups of people like that get together for the right things, you know, and like change the world for positivity, we can reach so many by connecting to people that we're like and that we're different. And as a group, like accepting each other, we can really change the world and show a one love theme. One love. And I'm Tabitha, by the way. I adore you. And I get bullied really bad. People lie about my autism, and they take clips of me saying, I've never said I was autistic to make money, and they cut them off in the middle and say, I've never said I was autistic, and they put it on their TikTok to get views. And they have people threaten to beat me up and come. Yesterday, 3 ladies that is in the little Mama Tot group were threatening to beat my ASS. And I think I shared that with you. And then later that night, she was with the guy she stalked me in court too. And so did he. And they lied about my lawyer quitting and talking to them and stuff. And then they were threatening to come pull up on me last night and doxing my city again, just for views on this internet. So I'm just trying to keep myself safe. God's got me. We got this. We are the warriors. We're here to spark a flame. Justice is being called, and we were born for this. I went from grad school to years of homelessness in the desert to being exploited by a fake charity when I reached out for help, and God got me through every bit of it for a purpose. And we're going to find out what that is. We're watching Touched by an Angel, but I paused it so we could have that little moment.
Kids don't feel as close with us as they used to. It's not coming out of the job bag, is it?
I got so many to talk about. You know those websites I saw at the office? I didn't click off as fast as I said I did.
You like it?
Oh, sorry. Embarrassed to just get caught up. I never thought of myself like that before. They weren't just pictures, they were
is a weird episode of Touched by an Angel. I'm sorry, but like, okay, this was making me a little uncomfortable. After being exploited on the internet, this one's it's like right before the year 2000, and they have a computer and they're dealing with issues that come with that. But it's kind of cheesy, like watching back. I mean, I don't know if that's like coming out exactly how I'm translating it, but it's like, I guess what I'm saying is that we become so desensitized by stuff now because the internet has amped up, and I think that's why they introduced so much. And one reason I think God was able to really connect to me in my time off grid so well, because when you unplug from computers and things like that, you really hear what he's trying to say. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to get off here for a couple minutes and go start my laundry, and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to get off here for a couple minutes and go start my laundry, and then I'll be back.